Things that sound rude in one country but are normal in another. Hey everyone, I am Isadora, a Brazilian living in the UK with Indian in-laws, and today we're talking about things that sound rude in one country but totally normal in another. Because trust me, between British politeness, Brazilian friendness and Indian honesty, I've heard it all. British phrases that confuse everyone. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm alright, there's something on my face. In Brazil, if someone asks, tá tudo bem? It means that something is wrong. While in the UK, it's just a way to say hi. No one actually wants to discuss their feelings, so they just say, are you alright? And the answer to that is, yeah, I'm alright. Are you alright? And that cycle just goes on and on. Second thing that really confuses me about the UK is cheers. People say cheers when they are drinking, but they also say cheers as a way to say thank you, which, in Brazil, if someone held the door open for me and I said, saúde, they would think I'm mental. So yeah, first time I heard someone saying cheers, I was like, where's my glass? Are we drinking? Now let's talk about Brazil. Let's talk about some habits that might seem rude or different in somewhere else. Now, if you ever met a Brazilian person and they gave you a kiss on the cheek, it does not mean that they're flirting with you or that they love you. Oh. It just means they're saying hi. It's our polite way to say hi. We give people a kiss on the cheek. It's a very warm, it's a very close relationship country. That's how we are. So if you ever go to Brazil, be prepared to give people kisses on the cheek. I think the only other culture that does it is the French. Now, something else that might take you by surprise in Brazil is the nicknames. It's a culture that gives nicknames to everyone. Growing up, my dad used to call me magrela, which means skinny girl. And when my mum put on weight, he used to call her gordinha, which means fatty. Now, if a British person was listening, they would think, what a toxic, unhealthy relationship is that? But in Brazil, that is the love language. If you ever walk into the bar in Brazil, that's where you're gonna hear most of them. It goes from pretinho, which means little black, cabeção, like big head. E aí, cabeção, tudo certo? Baiano, which means someone who's from Bahia. That's another thing. They might nickname you the place you're from, like, hey, China, or hey, American, you know. And if they give you a nickname, that means they like you. Congrats, you're officially part of the family. The ruder it sounds, the more we like you. Now let's talk about India. Namaste. I was recently in India and let me tell you, the honesty took me by surprise. Basically, you sit down with the auntie and the first thing she will say, you put on weight better. That means she thinks you're looking good. That means she thinks you're happy. Indian families are so direct, they skip the filter. But it all comes from love. They might also ask questions about, like, what profession you do, how much you earn, when you want to get married. All these things that might seem like a lot of pressure are just normal small talk in Indian families. Second thing that took me by surprise in India, the warmest hospitality ever. If you ever try to pay the bill, be prepared to give out some kung fu moves because you're gonna have to fight the cha-cha, the uncles, to be able to pay the bill, okay? So be ready. Also, everyone will offer you chai everywhere you go. And if it's the first time you go to a family's house, don't say no, that's rude. You know, even if you just have a sip of the chai, just have it. Everyone will offer you chai, go with it. Oh, chai is like their coffee. It's like a tea. So yeah, there we go. What sounds rude in one culture might be the love language in another. Some culture are too honest, some culture are too polite to say no. So when a British person says to you, we must go for coffee sometime, that means never. But if a Brazilian tells you, pop by anytime, they mean right now. Come to our house. So let me know in the comments what phrases from your country sounds rude to others. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this with your cross-cultural friends. See you next time. Maybe you're drinking some chai or a caipirinha or both. Ciao, ciao.